There was only one thing remaining on 7-year-old Jack Kiefer-Foley's checklist. After surviving 3 open-heart surgeries before the age of 2 and playing hockey, something doctors told him he wouldn't be able to do, young Jack, who was born with half a heart, had a message for New York Islanders goalie Robin Lehner ahead of Monday's game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. After being born with literally only one half of a heart, you help him complete his checklist at Monday's game? At the Islanders picked at twitter.com/il1 and PapadeLX, Lauren Kiefer-Foley, at L Kiefer-Foley, March 31, 2019, he's defying all the doctor's odds. Jack's mom told MSG Network during the game. He's doing every single thing they said he never would. Lehner, who is the Islanders' 2019 Masterton Trophy nominee, saw the tweet and responded with 100% and a heart emoji. It's going to put a smile on my face again and make me forget about this game, and go meet a fantastic human being and see what life's about there, he said. Following the Islanders' 2-1 at Nassau Coliseum, the two met and Jack was able to complete his checklist. Why Lehner? Jack told MSG Network, he's been through a lot in hockey and so have I. Sean Leahy is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at phdblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at Sean Leahy. NBCSN's coverage of the 2018-19 NHL season continues with Tuesday night's matchup between the Boston Bruins and Columbus Blue Jackets. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. ET on NBCSN. You can watch the game online and on the NBC Sports app by clicking here. Jarmo Keklinen's big gamble could pay off Tuesday night. If the Blue Jackets top the Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens fall to the Tampa Bay Lightning in regulation, Columbus will secure a playoff spot. No one will be happier than Kekalainen, who went all in at the NHL trade deadline in February, adding Matt Duchene, Ryan Zingle, Adam McQuaid, and Keith Kincaid, while giving up a ton of future assets, and watched his team go 5-7-1 in their first 13 games afterward. But then a change happened. A Saturday night team dinner in Vancouver, which included an open discussion, per Cam Atkinson, saw a positive response the next evening. The Blue Jackets would blank the Canucks 4-0 to end their 4-game road trip and begin what has turned into a 5-game winning streak, one that has included a return to form for Sergei Bobrovsky, who has 3 shutouts in his last 5 starts. Live coverage begins 6:30 p.m. ET, NBCSN. Well, life pretty much forced us to be at our best, because if you're not there you're not going to make the playoffs, that's the circumstances, said Bobrovsky after Sunday's win over Buffalo. Not only was Bob back, but Columbus's offense also woke up, scoring 24 goals in 5 games after netting 22 in their previous 11. Confidence was a big talking point when things weren't going so well, but that, too, has been discovered during this current winning streak, one that has given them the first Eastern Conference wildcard spot over the Carolina Hurricanes and Montreal Canadiens. The Blue Jackets are also in the hunt for the 3rd spot in the Metropolitan Division as they're 3 points behind the Pittsburgh Penguins. It would be the 3rd straight spring the Blue Jackets have played playoff hockey, that after only making the Stanley Cup playoffs twice in their first 15 years of existence. It's been a trying season, one that has seen the unknown futures of Artemi Panarin and Sergei Bobrovsky hover over the team. But Columbus has not allowed any distractions to upend their goal of making the postseason, and here they are on the verge of getting back in. There could be plenty of change on the roster in the summer, but Kekalainen can't worry about that right now. The Blue Jackets are too busy focused on the present. Kenny Albert, play-by-play, and Brian Boucher, Inside the Glass analyst, will have the call from Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. ET with NHL Live, hosted by Paul Burmeister alongside analysts Mike Milbury and Jeremy Roenick. Sean Leahy is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at phdblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at Sean Leahy. Push for the Playoffs will run every morning through the end of the 2018-19 NHL season. We'll highlight the current playoff picture in both conferences, take a look at what the first-round matchups might look like, see who's leading the race for the best odds in the draft lottery and more. Jim Light's chewing out of Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin seems like it happened ages ago. For the Dallas Stars, their season, which was highlighted by their CEO calling out his team's best forwards in separate interviews in late December, could take a turn in a new and brighter direction Tuesday night. With just a single point against the Philadelphia Flyers, the Stars will return to the Stanley Cup playoffs for the first time since 2016. Since Dec. 28, when lights went off, the Stars have accumulated the fourth most points in the Western Conference. Seguin has 20 goals and 43 points in 41 games, while Benn has netted 12 goals and recorded 22 points in 38 games. But the biggest heroes of this season for the franchise have been their goaltenders. Both Ben Bishop and Anton Khudobin have been phenomenal between the pipes for the Stars. Their play is a reason why Dallas is battling the New York Islanders for the William Jennings Trophy for fewest goals allowed, 194. Head coach Jim Montgomery has split their time in net, some of that having to do with the injury bug biting Bishop several times. Khudobin has played 39 games and posted a .934 even strength save percentage. Bishop has suited up for 45 and has a .936 ESSV percent. The numbers put both in the top 5 of that category among netminders with 30 appearances, with Bishop leading the league. Bishop is also third in the NHL with 6 shutouts, and you wonder if injuries hadn't hit him in the last few weeks, how much of a favorite would he be for the Vezina Trophy? Montgomery said on Monday that he expects Bishop to get in a game before the end of the regular season on Saturday, so that's a good sign as they hope to be prepping for their round 1 opponent by then. We want to play him, and he needs a game before we start the playoffs, and it's not good for Anton Khudobin to play every game, either, Montgomery said. The Stars are also waiting on Matt Zuccarello, who played a whole 13:35 after being dealt from the New York Rangers before breaking his arm. There's an outside chance he returns this weekend as well. Today's games with playoff contenders Bruins at Blue Jackets, 7 p.m. ET, NBCSN, live stream link, Hurricanes at Maple Leafs, 7:30 p.m. ET Lightning at Canadiens, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Penguins at Red Wings, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Jets at Wild, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Flyers at Stars, 8:30 p.m. ET Oilers at Avalanche, 9 p.m. ET Kings at Coyotes, 10 p.m. ET if the playoffs started today. Lightning vs Hurricanes. Capitals vs Blue Jackets. Islanders vs Penguins. Bruins vs Maple Leafs. Flames vs Avalanche. Jets vs Stars. Blues vs Predators. Sharks vs Golden Knights. Playoff percentages via Hockey Reference. Lightning, clinched. Bruins, clinched. Capitals, clinched. Islanders, clinched. Maple Leafs, clinched. Penguins, 99.9%. Blue Jackets, 94.1%. Hurricanes, 75.4%. Canadiens, 30.6%. Flyers, eliminated. Panthers, eliminated. Sabres, eliminated. Rangers, eliminated. Devils, eliminated. Red Wings, eliminated. Senators, eliminated. Playoff percentages via Hockey Reference. Flames, clinched. Jets, clinched. Sharks, clinched. Predators, clinched. Blues, clinched. Golden Knights, clinched. Stars, 99.5%. Avalanche, 77.5%. Coyotes, 22.3%. Wild, 0.6%. Blackhawks, 0.1%. Oilers, eliminated. Canucks, eliminated. Ducks, eliminated. Kings, eliminated. Jacko RKAAPO. The draft lottery picture: Senators, 18.5%. Kings, 13.5%. Devils, 11.5%. Sabres, 9.5%. Red Wings, 8.5%. Rangers, 7.5%. Ducks, 6.5%. Oilers, 6%. Canucks, 5%. Blackhawks, 3.5%. Wild, 3%. Flyers, 2.5%. Panthers, 2%. Coyotes, 1.5%. Canadiens, 1%. Cologne Zot's 2019 first-round pick. Art Ross race Nikita Kucherov, Tampa Bay Lightning, 125 points Connor McDavid, Edmonton Oilers, 115 points Patrick Kane, Chicago Blackhawks, 105 points Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton Oilers, 102 points Brad Marchand, Boston Bruins, 98 points Rocket Richard Race Alex Ovechkin, Washington Capitals, 51 goals Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton Oilers, 47 goals John Tavares, Toronto Maple Leafs, 46 goals Steven Stamkos, Tampa Bay Lightning, 42 goals Patrick Kane, Chicago Blackhawks, 41 goals Alex DeBrincat, Chicago Blackhawks, 41 goals Cam Atkinson, Columbus Blue Jackets, 41 goals Braden Point, Tampa Bay Lightning, 41 goals Connor McDavid, Edmonton Oilers, 41 goals. Sean Leahy is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at phtblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at Sean Leahy. Welcome to the PHT Morning Skate, a collection of links from around the hockey world. Have a link you want to submit? Email us at phtblog@nbcsports.com. Edmonton Oilers captain Connor McDavid on his frustration level after being eliminated from playoff contention. It's really high. It's really, really high. We want to play in the playoffs as a team. I personally want to play in the playoffs. I'm not happy about it. It's going to be a long summer. Edmonton Sun. Injuries or poor execution are the story of the 2018-19 Minnesota Wild. Star Tribune. The Wild giving Clarkson's top scorer, Nico Sturm, to a one-year, entry-level deal. Wild. As the Tampa Bay Lightning seek history, don't expect any players to be rested during this final week. The Hockey News. The Dallas Stars' run to the postseason has been helped by the play of both of their goaltenders. Defending Big D. How offense is more impactful than good defense in trying to find success. TSN. The line of Nick Bjugstad, Dominic Simon and Patrick Hornquist is clicking at the right time for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pensberg. Who will end up the GM of the NHL Seattle franchise? Seattle Times. Previewing the 2019 IIHF Women's World Championship, which begins later this week. The U.S. is looking for a fifth straight gold medal. Sporting News. The Montreal Canadiens are embracing the challenge that is ahead of them in trying to grab an Eastern Conference playoff spot. NHL.com. Jesper Bratt is done for the season and Taylor Hall could very well be next for the New Jersey Devils. NJ.com. There's lot to get right for the San Jose Sharks as the playoffs approach. NBC Bay Area. One of those things is the play of goaltender Martin Jones. The Point. Los Angeles youth hockey team suspends 3 coaches, 15 players for anti-Semitic video. USA Today. Luke Schenn played well enough in Vancouver that he could get an extension from the Canucks. Province. Finally, check out the first episode of Puckland. NBC Sports 6-part mini-documentary on the first season of the ECHL's Maine Mariners. Sean Leahy is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at phtblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at Sean Leahy. Another playoff-less spring means the Detroit Red Wings have already begun working on the 2019-20 NHL season. First, they extended goaltender Jimmy Howard and now they're bringing back head coach Jeff Blashill. The Red Wings announced, on Thursday, that Blashill has agreed to a 2-year extension through the 2020-21 season. He was hired in June 2015 and has headed up a rebuild that is still ongoing, but has some bright spots to it. Dylan Larkin and Andrea Athanasiou each hit the 30-goal mark for the first time during career years, while Anthony Mantha hit 20 goals for the second straight season, and Tyler Bertuzzi took a big step forward as part of a developing Red Wing core. There's still plenty of age on the roster beyond this season. Frans Nielsen, Justin Abdelkader, Darren Helm, Jonathan Eriksson, Trevor Daley, and likely Niklas Kronwall, whose contract expires this summer, but a youth movement is afoot. In general manager Ken Holland's eyes, Blashill is the right choice to continue to lead this transition phase. Jeff has done a tremendous job developing our young talent as we continue to rebuild our organization, said Holland in a statement. Our young players have made significant strides during his time as head coach and are playing important minutes in key situations. As we continue to build towards the future, we have the utmost confidence that Jeff is the coach best suited to help our prospects become impactful NHL players. He has gained valuable experience as an NHL coach in each of his 4 years in Detroit and has instilled the work ethic in our current team that makes us hard to play against every night and competitive in every game. Which is the identity we want our team to have as we move forward. The one solution the Red Wings have yet to find is a goaltender of the future who can step in a year or two. With Howard's extension and Jonathan Bernier still under contract through the end of next season, Holland has $7.25 million invested between the pipes for 2019-20. A 2-year extension is a short enough leash that a change could be made if things aren't trending in the right direction. There's plenty of speculation about Holland's future as well. He signed a 2-year deal last April, but his name has been constantly brought up in rumors surrounding the GM position for the Seattle franchise, which isn't entering the NHL until the 2020-21 season. Sean Leahy is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at phdblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at Sean Leahy.